everyone. Before we start the presentation, I'll just give you my brief introduction as well. So I'm KHUSHBU DAVDA, and we are here with Dr. ABHAY Gupta, who coincidentally we met around 3-4 years ago at SSMB itself, and we decided to collaborate on this beautiful project in Rishikesh. It's a very interesting site and a very interesting melting pot, Rishikesh, you must be aware of. There's a lot of tourists flocking there right now from adventure tourism, which is a very huge industry currently and a very growing one in India. And also there's spiritual tourism, which you must be aware of. And of course, there's a lot of pilgrims as well. So you see, there's a wide array of audiences, and we really wanted to create different experience for this particular structure, which will not only be only for the young audience, but also it can be like an experience for whoever is visiting along with them. So yeah, this beautiful site is located obviously on the edge of the river Ganga. You can see this view which we'll be able to see. This was the drone image of the first site visit we went to. And you can see how raw it is, and we are able to currently construct not only the tower, but also experiences around it. So we've planned this really, obviously the tallest tower, so it's almost, the jump is going to be almost 109 meters, which is the tallest in India. While planning this, we have used the beautiful contours of the site, the natural contours, and made sure that we have, retained the original topography, because of course you must also be knowing that Rishikesh is also prone to landslides, so we didn't want to, disturb the contours in any manner. So this is the site where you can see the tower is planned on the top part, where it is at quite a bit of a height, plus there is, the height achieved from the tower itself. Of course, when you're building such a huge structure, you want it to be multi-purpose. So we've also planned a giant swing along with it, which you must have seen maybe in Bali, Indonesia, or something like that. So it's similar to that. We wanted the tower to have, multiple functions, so as to also justify that much construction happening in such a beautiful site. Of course, as you enter, the main entrance is at the very bottom. There's an admin and ticketing building, and you go to like a cafeteria structure, which is also like a reuse structure from the site itself. And you jump onto a landing area, which you can see over here, which is sort of, where can I point the laser? Yeah. Are you able to see? Directly. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. No, the pointer is just, yeah, no problem. So I'll move on. You enter through this nice, landscaped area, and you are able to see the majestic tower. Of course, there's a lot of vantage points because it's at a really good height in Shivpuri, which is just next to Rishikesh, the main city of Rishikesh. So even from the river Ganga, while you're river rafting, you are able to see this majestic tower right now. Of course, Mr. Gupta will be able to show you more videos of the already constructed tower as well. We've planned the admin area, which is, of course, you have to have all the facilities related to the adventure activities. The cafeteria is an existing building which overlooks the landing area, which becomes an interesting juxtaposition of the passengers as well as the bungee jumper especially. And with the contours, we've tried that we needed a retaining wall for the slope to retain the slope. So what we have done is created like a whole landscape of terraces where plants can be grown on top of it, and of course you have this beautiful view of the jumpers while the activity is happening. And post that, you can, you know, once the jump is done, you can go to the cafeteria, chill a bit, and then move on to your next activity. There's a lot, obviously, like a lot more activities planned around it also, because bungee jumping apparently draws a lot of crowd throughout India. Currently also, since the jumps have started, there's, I think, booking of 2 months, 3 months odd already done. Pre-bookings are already done. So it's apparently like a very upcoming sport, adventure sport in India. I will go through all the drawings very quickly because we are short on time. But this is how we have planned like a metal structure along with steel so as to go with the entire scheme. So, of course, Mr. Gupta will be able to elaborate on the boom a little bit more, but to achieve such a marvelous jumping structure, we had to actually take a cantilever of 25 meters, which was quite a bit, so that was a bit of a challenge, you know, while working in both the offices. And we also, you know, were really keen on having these experiences which enhance the whole space, like a viewing deck on top with a glass floor, and you know, the entire facet, like the faceted structure you see, is more reminiscent of an abstract form of the mountains you see all around. So it was the whole, you know, very beautiful exercise with the site visits and how we could actually achieve something unique from the whole exercise. These are some more of the drawings. This is the jump level area where you actually enter and you are, you know, tied all the harnesses, and then you go to the main jumping area where the technical experts will help you with the jumping. So, of course, there's a counterbalance also where we have kept the store, etc., so that that kind of a structure can be achieved. And of course, the materials were also planned such that steel and the roofing go together. So there's metal perforated sheets as well as metal roofing planned on top of the structure. This is one of your experience where you go towards your jumping area. And this is your viewing deck. And this is how it is. Planned with a glass floor. This is how the entire structure is going to look like. This is some of the under construction pictures. This was almost started construction a little more than 6 months ago, and currently we are operational, and we are, you know, underway. Still construction is going on in terms of landscaping and roofing, etc. This was, I think, last week where you can see one of the jumpers already in the activity. So I think I will hand over the mic to Mr. Gupta, who will be explaining more on the technical side of this.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Structure.
So thank you very much, KHUSHBU, for setting the tune right. And once again, we are here at the Steel Conference. Once again, big projects. Once again, large gathering. Once again, familiar faces. Once again, friends here. And for all this, once again, one person responsible is Avneet. So thanks a lot, Avneet, and the whole SSMB team, Emergence Business Media. And thanks because as KHUSHBU mentioned that we met here only a couple of years back, introduced. I appreciated their projects and they appreciated mine, and then we decided that, okay, let's take the journey forward. So thank you very much. This project was a big challenge. When the project came to us, and when I visited the site, coincidentally the day client called me that we got such and such reference, and somebody told me that you can do this project. Where are you? Though I'm in Noida, but that day I was right opposite his site in Rishikesh. I was staying there with family on a 4 days holidays, and my resort was just opposite to this site. So coincidentally the God thought that, okay, these people should do it. And we are there. And when I saw the site, I said, it will be very difficult because the entire area where the project has to be made is hardly 4 times the size of the footprint. 4 times. And the way the passage, as KHUSHBU has shown some of the pictures, was quite narrow, and already several adventure activities are going on there. Rishikesh is called as adventure capital of the world. So many people come there for various things. So there is already one tallest bungee jumping of India, 83-meter drop jump in height. But that's on a cantilevering boom and dropping onto a riverbed. That is a different thing. This on the top of a hillock, then cantilever boom, that 25 meter was later on extended to 27 meters because they wanted some more clearance. Our bungee master, they wanted. So all these statistics is here. Site location opens up to the panoramic view as she has shown. Some of the views already done. This is something, there are a couple of challenges. So the first challenge for any structure of this kind is the soil, foundation condition, geotechnics. We hired Sengers. Many of you must be knowing the name of Sengers, one of the best geotechnical investigation agencies in India. So we hired Sengers to do the complete analysis of the site. And they came up with a write-up which says this is not a very good site for such a structure, rather any construction, because completely fractured rock deposit, fragile, and the description which they have given demanded lot of stabilization and everything. So right from that RCC wall at the bottom, we created 2 more stone masonry along this slope and then did another slope stabilization using a complete weld mesh, vegetation growth and concreting on the slope. So that was one of the big challenges. Foundation laid down, though in this presentation there is a links to the slope stability from the Sengers document, but probably since time is not there, I will not be opening up that link. I will be happy to share this presentation. You already have it and you can share with the participants, those who want. There is nothing hidden, as Mr. Abhijit in the morning very rightly said, share. So we have already done that, this is on site. So if more people can take the benefit and create such towers and other structures, we will be happy. This is a site, video has been shown, I am just showing you the place, and this is it, दिखता है उसके ऊपर? पता नहीं. So that is the site. Oh bhai, this goes very fast. So this is the site, the terrace which you see, the bench, only that much of the horizontal space, then rest goes sloping down. Geotechnical challenges, moderately weathered fractured rock and what all are there. Geometrical challenges, 27-meter boom, seismic zone, so zone 4 but very close to zone 5, lot of activities are there. The location is such that whatever the wind map says 180 km per hour or 55 meter per second, 50 meter per second, actually there the wind is more in that localized pocket, you get more, stronger winds are there. So all those things we had to, and we decided to go for an open lattice tower structure. Another big challenge was erection, because we cannot fabricate the tower there itself. The quality, we decided to do it off-site in a factory somewhere away from the site in Haridwar. Now from Haridwar to bring it, the tower plan is 9 meter by 9 meter. So it was 3 meter by 3 meter, 4 quadrants which were planned to be connected together. So we thought we will make 3 by 3 by 9 meter and transport that here and lift it, very simple, and we will save on a lot of, but when actually we started doing that, that 3 by 3 by 9 could not be transported on Indian roads, number 1. Then we had to break it. And then when we broken it into 9 meter long pieces, it was another challenge to bring from the road to the top of this hillock that 9 meter piece. So single piece by Hydra we brought here and then connected. All the welded connections even we had to change to the end plate and bolted connections. So those were the erection challenges. Crane space, because up to 30, 40, 45 meter it was okay, crane. But when it reached to the 50 plus meter, the crane boom was almost getting vertical. There was no space away from the tower. So there was another challenge, and then that was also overcome with some more patience and technology. So this is how you see the tower when you stand up right at the landing point below. There are some drawings, I don't know if, can I open any one of the drawings from here? Can I click one of these? If you can click the second, no, please hold. Can you click the second one, second hyperlink? out of this second hyperlink, I don't know how to click it from here. RCC wall to giant swing platform. Besides jumping, bungee jumping, there are giant swing activities. So I'll just show you. Yes, this PDF if can be opened. No? Oh yeah. Bottom to the tower, stone walls and the RCC wall and the slope. This is. इसको बंद करके next वाला खोलिएगा. Close it. Close. हाँ minimize कर दीजिए, close कर दीजिए, एक ही बात. हाँ. Then the just a moment. Typical section, first one, पहले वाला, yes. On the back side you see there is another small tower, that is pulling tower. Basically that tower will pull a giant swing. Can you see that arc? That big arc. So that is the giant swing. Biggest swing in India it is going to be. 50-meter swing it's going to be. And when the persons will be sitting, there 3 people can together sit. And when they will be swinging on the other side, the entire Ganges view will be there. So that's going to be something very, very adventurous. Please close this. Thank you very much. इसको बंद कर दीजिए PDF को. So this giant swing is right now in the process of installation. Otherwise, आगे बढ़िए. Please give control in my hand. Next slide. Oh yeah. Sorry, technology. So once this presentation is over, I'll book your tickets to the bungee jumping. So those of you who are ready, 50 kilograms to 110 kilograms is the range of the weight, and age as such, our bungee master has currently given a green signal that anybody can do with subject to physical fitness and health. So you all can go and do that. This is very interesting point, the first one. We thought that using rectangular and square hollow sections would be good as far as fabrication, connection, detailing and everything is concerned. We analyzed the tower with that, and then we thought, when we saw that the actual tonnage of the structure is going very high, because wind force coefficient was getting higher. So we changed it all to CHS, circular hollow section, and you will be surprised that our total tonnage reduced to 2/3. 2/3, literally from 295 tons to 195 tons in that. So that is one point for structural engineers, but we had to do a lot of detailing in terms of the connections, that I'll show. This boom, which is 27 meters in air, where a lot of horizontal wind will be there, so it has a tendency to swing this way and that way. So we had to tie it from the sides with the rigid diagonal braces, as well as wire ropes used from the top on the front side. On the back side, we have used these 2 additional wire ropes which you see, they are actually installed, but they are as additional safety precautions. The design has been done as a freestanding cantilever tower without considering the support of the guy wire ropes from the back. But client was apprehensive, geotechnical consultants were apprehensive that we put the 2 additional wire ropes on the back side. Connection details, all connections 8.8 grade high tensile steel, and once while under construction I was there. So all the connection detailing, though fabricator used the Tekla software, but quite symmetrical, typical connection details are there. Okay, so I'll just show you the tower is complete and the jump has started. So just experience the thrill and adventure. Can I play the videos 1, 2, 3? आप वहाँ से play कर सकते हो? There is sound also, हाँ? साथ में music है. It takes 3 times rebound, and the cord extends 3 times than the original length. So first you go down, then come back, then go down, then come back, and when you go down 3rd time, then you are taken slowly down to to the landing point. Beach wala kijiye. Middle video. So this is what you see. Next one. The third one is very important because one of the owners, promoters himself is jumping. Amit Vasan ka hai. So out of 4 promoters, 2 have taken the jump so far. Yeah, next slide. This is the team Bungee in Rishikesh. We did the structural design, studio Emergence, did the entire planning and the other works. HMPL Rishikesh fabricator, steel is used from Tata. All the steel is from the Tata structure. We have been listening to them since morning. And CN Senjas did the geotechnical. On the right side, you see the entire team of the Bungee with one very important person in the middle, Dr. Ajay Chaurasia from CBRI, senior scientist. He was also one of the advisor on the project, and rest of the crew of the Bungee. Next. Okay. Okay. I was sitting there on the top, 75 meter, and this under one completed, and the jump is on. There is one more video in that folder, if you can play that. Beyond the presentation, there are 2 more videos if you can play. Just to give you a feel that each one of you, by looking at this, the oldest person who has taken the jump so far is a 55-year-old lady. And the heaviest person is 100 kgs so far. So, all of us qualify. In my next visit, I will be the jumper. Thank you very much. Video play हो रहा है? हाँ, yes. ये वाला, ये तो हो गया. Next वाला. There's one more. So when it started, we were a bit shaky how actually it will happen with so much of the cantilever and all those things. But finally, though it took a little more time, yes, this one.